Hi and welcome everyone. Artificial intelligence is taking the world by storm, and its impact is being felt in every corner of society. But perhaps one of the most exciting and transformative fields is medicine. From diagnosing complex diseases to discovering new drugs, AI isn't just a futuristic concept anymore, it's here, and it's already changing how doctors care for patients. Today, we're diving into 4 powerful ways AI is revolutionizing the medical field. Let's get started. Patient care, diagnosis and treatment. The first, and maybe most significant, way AI is changing medicine is by assisting with diagnosing and treating patients. Now, misdiagnosis is relatively rare, but it can happen due to physician fatigue, errors in tests, or limited resources. The idea of an AI making a diagnosis might sound alarming, but we should view it as a powerful supportive tool, not a replacement. Take something called a convolutional neural network, or CNN. This is an AI that can analyze thousands of medical images, like X-rays, MRIs, and photos, to identify patterns with incredible speed and accuracy. For example, researchers recently used a CNN to diagnose Kawasaki disease. This is a serious inflammatory disease in children that can be fatal if missed. The problem? Its symptoms are vague and overlap with many other childhood illnesses. To tackle this, researchers built a CNN using images of Kawasaki patients from around the world. The result? An AI that can identify the disease's common signs with high sensitivity and specificity, sometimes just from a smartphone photo. Of course, a doctor's clinical judgment is still irreplaceable. AI is a guide, especially in areas where expensive testing isn't an option. This extends to cancers and other diseases. In one study, AI slightly outperformed pathologists in diagnosing colorectal cancer, achieving 98% accuracy. But we have to be aware of its limits. AI is only as good as its data. If it's trained mostly on older patients, it might not be accurate for younger groups. It's a tool with biases we need to manage. Now, after diagnosis comes treatment, and this is where AI supercharges personalized medicine. Let's look at rheumatoid arthritis. It's a complex disease with many treatment options. Researchers at the Mayo Clinic used a machine learning algorithm to predict a patient's response to a key drug, methotrexate. Instead of waiting months to see if a drug works, AI can point doctors toward the most effective treatment immediately, saving patients time, money, and side effects. Similarly, for ovarian cancer, AI models can predict chemotherapy effectiveness with over 90% accuracy. This spares patients from the burden of ineffective treatments. And finally, under this point, AI is incredible at predicting disease progression. For diabetes, AI can use data like previous glucose levels, BMI, and sleep patterns to predict dangerous highs and lows. It can also assess a person's risk of developing diabetes in the first place, allowing for early intervention to prevent serious complications. Medical research. Beyond direct patient care, AI is completely transforming medical research, particularly in clinical trials. The first step in a trial is finding eligible patients, which is incredibly time-consuming. AI can instantly scan through electronic health records to find perfect candidates, streamlining the process dramatically. But it gets even more exciting in drug discovery. The traditional process is slow, and many drugs that work in the lab fail in human trials. But companies like Verge Genomics are flipping the script. For diseases like ALS, they used AI to analyze human data directly, bypassing early animal testing. This provides a more accurate picture of what will work in humans, saving years of research and millions of dollars. And then there's the writing side of research. If you've used ChatGPT, you know AI can write, but it's far from perfect. It can help draft and revise manuscripts, but it can also invent fake citations and data. Tools like Consensus can help summarize research papers, but for now, they're assistants, not authors. They're great for brainstorming and catching errors, but the critical thinking still has to come from us. Administrative tasks. The third way AI is helping might be the biggest relief for healthcare workers: streamlining administrative tasks. Companies are creating AI services that can handle tasks like scheduling appointments, answering prescription questions, and finding available doctors. This frees up staff to focus on more complex issues. Then there's medical scribing. Instead of a human scribe taking notes, AI can listen to the patient visit and instantly document it with perfect medical terminology. This allows doctors to maintain eye contact and be more present with their patients. AI can also help with the nightmare of insurance pre-authorization and billing. By ensuring consistent and accurate documentation, AI can speed up billing and reduce denied claims. Reducing this administrative burden is a huge step in fighting physician burnout, which is better for both doctors and their patients. Medical education. Finally, AI is shaping the next generation of doctors through medical education. Tools like Oscar, an Australian company, allow students to practice taking patient histories from an AI. They can learn to ask the right questions and consider different diagnoses in a safe, low-pressure environment. To prepare for this AI-driven future, top universities like Duke, Stanford, and the Mayo Clinic are introducing courses specifically on using AI in healthcare. They're teaching medical students and residents how to leverage AI to solve real-world health problems. This is becoming as fundamental as learning anatomy or pharmacology. So, from the exam room to the research lab, from the front desk to the classroom, AI has huge potential to revolutionize medicine. But with any great change, we have to be cautious. AI is designed by humans, so it can inherit our biases. Its decisions need to be transparent and explainable. It's a tool, an incredibly powerful one, but it still requires a skilled, compassionate human to wield it effectively. The future of medicine isn't about doctors versus machines. It's about doctors with machines, working together to achieve better outcomes for everyone. If you like our video, do subscribe, like and share as a motivation for us to produce more videos.